Good evening, Westlake High School football fans, and welcome to Warrior Stadium for tonight's game between Westlake Warriors, record of 1-1, and the Red Mountain Lions from Mesa, Arizona, all the way up from Arizona. I'm Rob Bloom here with the announcing, and I'm here with John Elliott. Beautiful evening as the temperature has dipped slightly. John, what do you expect from tonight's game?
Whew, a keg of ice up here for one thing, but I'm expecting a real good game between two quality teams. We just finished watching the Red Mountain JV team put up a tough battle with Westlake's JV team, so I'm expecting the same thing from the varsity tonight.
So obviously we don't know that much about Red Mountain, but we know they brought a lot of players. It looks like they got 80, 90 players on hand on their trip up from Arizona. So they, talking to Coach Benkert this afternoon, said that they have quite a bit of depth in their quality football team.
Yeah, well, depth, you can definitely say that. You know, when I first looked out on the field, it looked like the Westlake Warriors looked like the group of 300, versus, the Persians coming to take over Sparta. It was just amazing how many players they had brought over here.
So, Westlake coming off a tough loss last week to Canyon, and, the turnovers really got them with the 5 interceptions. But they showed flashes of what we expect or have come to expect from a Westlake team. So how do you think they've regrouped and as far as practice this week to get ready for this game against Red Mountain?
Well, obviously they've gone over a lot of film, and the coaching staff, which is one of the best coaching staffs in California, has broken down that film and gone over with the players to go over their mistakes and what they need to do to get better. I mean, they have a young quarterback, and he showed his age last week. He also showed flashes of brilliance and flashes
again, talking with Coach Benkert, was not that upset with the play of the quarterback, Malik Henry. Thought that there was definitely, a couple of bad decisions, but that it really was a community effort, so to speak, with some of the mistakes they made. And they only lost by 7 in a game where you commit that many turnovers is show you that they had an opportunity to win the football game.
Yes, and let's face it, they were facing a quality team. I mean, when you're talking about Canyon, that's a quality high school football team.
Yeah, and that quarterback from Canyon, committed to Colorado.
Yes.
So that's a high level, Pac-12 level player.
Yes.
And Canyon, to their credit, came into a hostile environment and showed very well.
Yes, they did. They did. But like you said, you're expecting improvement each week and growth from both their quarterback and the rest of their players. Some experienced and some still young.
I think that some of that has got to be expected. When you start a sophomore at quarterback that's never played a full season of varsity football, there's going to be some growing pains.
Yes.
I mean, it's very rare when a sophomore can come in and just run through the schedule like Swiss cheese. I mean, so a little bit of that was to be expected at some point.
Yes.
You just hope that he learns from it.
Yes, you're hoping because, you're talking any sport. It could be basketball, baseball, football, golf. If you have a sophomore, in any kind of leadership role position, it's going to be tough. It's going to be growing pains.
So we have the captains out for the coin flip. It's Tommy Gonzalez and Lexi Isham from the Warriors. And we expect to see Malik Henry to start at quarterback. Tommy Gonzalez is the backup, and we may see some of him as well, obviously a team captain. So the biggest thing is, with Red Mountain bringing, 80 to 90 players is, you don't know. Are they come in waves or
are they still having tryouts? Is this still a tryout camp? Or, that looks like a college team coming out there.
So obviously a great experience anytime, and of course Westlake coming off their trip to Hawaii is anytime as a high school group you can travel is really a fun experience for the kids, and to come from Mesa, Arizona to Westlake Village has got to be a great trip, and actually came to a cooler temperature, even though we think it's pretty hot out here. For Arizona standards, it's pretty cool, is my guess.
Well, as much as we complain about the heat all day, and talking to one of the technicians for, the Red Mountain team, they're coming from 112 degrees every day. So I guess this is kind of a cool.
Really, it's really turned into a beautiful evening as the sun drops here. The temperature's definitely got a little breeze going here now, and for the JV game this afternoon, it was scorching.
Yes.
So we're just waiting for the teams to come out and take the field now. Again, we expect Malik Henry to be at quarterback for the Warriors. We have got some latest news that Alex Egerbide has been ill this week and will not suit up for the Warriors tonight. that is their leading returning receiver with offers from the Ivy League and Purdue and various schools. So a big 6'5" target that's maybe 6'6" target that's not going to be in the lineup as Red Mountain comes out the field. And they traveled very well. They got a good group of fans, and obviously the JV team just finished playing. So even though they're on the road, they're getting quite a bit of support. All the cheerleaders are here, and it's quite a talking to Coach Banker this afternoon, is very impressed with their coaching staff and the way they conducted themselves, and really could be a nice rival for Westlake, even someone that's out of state.
Well, in choosing their opponents, they're always playing quality opponents. Coach Banker is always, picking and choosing, some of the best competition outside of league to prepare them for league. So that, a Red Mountain, Del Oro one year, they're going to play the best teams they can in the state.
All right, so even if you look forward on the schedule, the 1-1 Warriors, next week they have to go to, I believe, Lucerna, who walloped us last year on a Thursday, and then they follow up that. I think they have an off week, and then they got to go to Crespi. So
there's no gimmies.
Yeah, there's not a lot of softness in the schedule here. They did get a nice win against Wapua in Hawaii as Westlake comes onto the field. And we're about to get this thing started shortly. We're going to check the crowd. Seems to be a pretty good crowd, not overflow by any stretch, but I think as people realize it's cooled down a little bit, we might get a little more crowd out here.
California crowd,
late arriving.
Laker crowd, there
yes.
You go.
Have to deal with the traffic.
Going back to what you were saying about Alex Garbide, this is also going to be another challenge, seeing how he is their most experienced receiver coming back. They have a pretty young talented, but young receiving corps back there. So this will be interesting to see how it works out without an experienced receiver like Alex.
So Westlake is going to kick off to Red Mountain. Back deep for the Mountain Lions is number 9, Devin Curry. Looks like number 37 is Kewan Lear. So Robledo, the quality kicker. Robledo is one of the top kickers in the state and normally kicks the ball into the end zone for a touchback. So we'll see right here. As we're about to get started, again, we're ready for some high school football here.
Oh, yes. Perfect evening to play some football.
All right, here's the kick. Robledo, it's going to be taken right at the goal line. They're going to it's a lower reverse. Number 9's got the ball. He's coming up to the 20. He breaks one. He steps out of bounds there. He's driven out of bounds by number 3, Tyler Savageau. And so it was really close to the goal line here. Of course, in high school football, if any part of your body goes into the end zone on a kickoff, it's an automatic touchback. So that was very close. They did a little reverse, and that was number 9, Devin Curry. And we'll see if we can set the Red Mountain team for you so we see who's at quarterback here. Some of the key defensive players for Westlake is Jalen Harrison, their top defensive back, and number 42 is Reno Debrel is the linebacker. At quarterback is number 8, and that's Brennan Dobson. He's under center. He goes back. It's a handoff straight up the middle. It's looks like number 30 on the handoff, Adarian Limbs.
Handoff to number 30, Adrian Limbs.
So Adarian Limbs takes the ball about to the 29. About a 3-yard gain to bring up 2nd down and 7. So that was just a straight running play right up the middle. Looked like a normal formation by the Mountain Lions.
Nothing fancy.
We got 2 backs in the set. There's only 2 receivers, 1 tight end to the left. A tight end in motion. Again, that's Dobson under center. Dobson goes back. He goes again. Handoff. Looks like Dobbs again. He breaks one. He breaks to the left. He's in the free. He gets out across the 40. Tackle there by Lexi Isham, but nice running there by Limbs.
It was a good push up front by the Westlake, front, but then he snuck out to the outside, saw a little seam, and took off.
Yeah, it looked like he was stacked up, and then no one was able to get a real grasp of him. It looks like a big kid, Darian Limbs.
Yeah, he's got some nice size.
So now we're in shotgun formation. Ball sits at about the 42, man in motion. It's an inside handoff. He's got some room. Oh, it's a nice tackle.
Great open field
The
tackle.
run is by Terrell Tyler. Tyler Savageau, and a nice open field tackle right at the ankles.
That was a great tackle. He doesn't make that tackle, he's going off for another 15, 20 yards.
Yeah, it looked like a nice play, gain of 4 or 5 yards on the play. We'll call it second down and 6. Ball sits at the 46. Again, Dobson's going to go under center. That last play was out of the shotgun and an inside handoff. Dobson's now under center with a traditional fullback, tight end in motion to the right. It's limbs up the middle again. It's a nice play by the defense, number 42. And that's who we talked about, Reno Debruel. Dubriel is had a lot of nice tackles last week as well.
Oh, yes, he did. He's a very good junior linebacker for the Warriors.
So we have our first big third down play, 3rd and 4. We're going to go shotgun now. Got 5 receivers in the formation, 3 to the right, 2 to the left. Looks like Dobson might be changing the play. Number 6 comes in motion, comes into a tailback position. Dobson's back to pass. He surveys. He's going up straight down the middle on a lob. Oh, it's caught.
Oh, wow.
A great adjustment by number 5, Terrell Tyler.
I don't know
What
how
a
he
catch.
caught
He
that
made
ball.
a great adjustment in midair.
Wow.
So Terrell Tyler, that's a big gain for the Mountain Lions.
And it wasn't bad coverage. He made
No,
a great catch.
it was he saw the ball early and made the adjustment as the ball was in the air. And that takes the ball all the way down to the 15-yard line for 1st and 10. Just under 10 minutes to play in the first quarter. Here's Dobson in shotgun. Looks like inside handoff, this time number 26 on the carry. That's going to be Hassan Cole. And it's a small gain of about 3 yards. So we're already seeing some different runners on the Red Mountain side.
Looks to me like what we're seeing is like some old Raider football. Pound, 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 and
right
hit you
down
with
the
a big
middle.
strike.
Yeah. The offensive line looks to be pretty hefty on the Red Mountain side. Looks like some big boys. We do not have height and weight on the roster, unfortunately. There's Dobson in shotgun on the second down play. He's back to pass. He surveys. He sits in the pocket. Little short pass over the middle. Well covered.
Great open field tackle.
Number 82 caught the ball. That's Brian Smith. James Sullivan, number 32 on the tackle, another linebacker. So that's a short gain, and again, we got a nice, another big third down play, 3rd and 6, as the ball sits at the 11-yard line. It's been a nice drive so far, a couple of nice plays, big run, big pass play. Here's a 3rd down and 6. Dobson in shotgun, 2 receivers to the right, 2 receivers to the left, 1 tailback. He's back to pass, not much pressure. It's caught over the middle. It's going to be short of the first down. Again, good coverage by Sullivan, tackled immediately. It's Alex Sepulveda on the catch from Red Mountain, but it's going to bring up a 4th down, and we'll see what they want to do. My guess, we're going to call it 4th and a yard. Wouldn't you say, John?
Yes, and it appears they're going for it.
Yeah. I think they should have a lot of confidence right now. They moved the ball
They're
pretty
moving
well.
the ball, yes.
So here's a big play. The defensive line has not gotten a lot of penetration so far on Dobson. So here we go. We got multiple tight ends in the formation. And a little movement, but nothing there. Oh, he's tackled.
Great play.
Nice play.
Great
Looks like he's
defensive
going to be
push.
short. It was number 49 for Westlake was in on it. That's Jake Isham and Montoya on the play. Isham really jetted in there.
Wow.
Montoya cleaned him up, and that's a first big play goes to Westlake, and the Warriors will take over 1st and 10 on their own 7-yard line. And we're going to get our first look here at Malik Henry. Looks like Jalen Harrison is playing some tailback, Coach.
Wow,
There's Ronald
that's a new
Smith in
wrinkle.
motion. It's Malik Henry, passes low but complete out there to number 2, and that's Andre Bocelli. And he had a big game last week, Bocelli.
Oh, he is a playmaker.
We're going to give him 3 yards on that little pass play. And unfortunately, the pass was a little low, and Bocelli had to go to a knee, and that stunted the potential growth on that first down play. We're going to go up the middle here. Looks like Harrison, he breaks one, but it's a good, well played by number 40, for Red Mountain. That's Diego Hernandez. And this is really the first look we've seen with Jalen Harrison on the offensive side. And, you know, we knew they were a little short of tailback tonight, and that might be the reason. Obviously, Harrison's a great athlete and one of the better defensive players on the Warrior squad. Here's Henry. He's by himself. He rolls right. He avoids one. He's going to get sacked. And, again, that's number 40. Again, Diego. Wow. Diego Hernandez is all over the place.
He's everywhere. And
that's going to bring up 4th down, and we're going to see the punter.
Well, again, you mentioned they're short of running back. They're awaiting the arrival of Quincy Bennett, who's been out injured, and they're expecting him back in a couple of weeks.
We're going to see what the Warriors' really fine punter, Chasen Brown. If you haven't seen the Warriors this year, they have a great kicking game between Robledo and Brown.
And you talk about deep. That man waiting for the ball for Red Mountain is way back.
Okay, back deep for Red Mountain. Can you see that number, Coach? It's number 81.
I can't really tell.
I think it's Jordan Dobbins back deep. Try to get a better look at that number.
We got a flag.
It's a penalty marker. It looks like it might be Westlake takes their first time out of the half. So we got no score with 5:49 left in the first quarter. So, John, give us your impressions so far of both teams.
Well, the way that Red Mountain moved the ball, they just moved the ball at will, it seemed like.
We want to thank our 2013 sponsors, the Westlake Warrior Football Alumni Club, the Westlake High School Football Booster Club, Conejo TV, and the Mormone League Sports Report. Thanks to our 2013 sponsors. Yeah, so, you know, we're not used to seeing Westlake with too many 3-and-outs, but that drive stalled pretty quickly. And
well, they had a real big push. Their defensive line, especially big number 40 on Red Mountain, he was getting in the backfield quite often.
All right, so 81 is back deep. That's Dobbins. Chasen Brown in punt formation. The ball sits at about the 11-yard line, maybe the 12. You know, last week the Warriors had a great fake punt, but I don't think they're going to try it this early. Here's Brown. It's blocked. It's blocked. It's blocked, and it's going to be a touchdown safety.
Wow.
Number 45 for Red Mountain. That's Conrad Burnap. Came in, and he just leveled the blocker.
Well, he basically bull rushed the blocker back into the kicker.
Yeah.
That's what ended up happening.
I don't know if you can blame that on Brown. It looked like the blocker there got pushed right back into the punter.
I mean, he got, bull rushed, as you said.
So that's 2 points for Red Mountain. And right now, Red Mountain has all the momentum. And that defense looked really good. And, of course, the first big special team play goes to the Lions as well.
And, again, it's like last week, you know, you always harp on, in any sport, turnovers. Turnovers are going to hurt you.
So, you know, after a long trip to get here, you know, they're looking for a little reason to get excited about being here, and they found it early. So now Westlake's going to have to punt from their own 20 here. It's a free kick. So Red Mountain will get the ball again. Looks like instead they're going to do it from a tee. They trust Kevin Robledo's leg.
His leg, yes.
Robledo's going to kick off, and back deep for Red Mountain is Alex Shervheim, and number 9, who they reversed it to last time, that's Devin Curry. It's a nice high kick. Curry takes it at about the 16-yard line. And a fake reverse. He's coming up to the 30, makes a nice move. It's a nice tackle, though. For the Warriors, it's number 82 on the tackle. That was Christopher Cliffman on the tackle. So the Mountain Lions will take over at about their own 33, first and 10.
See if the Warrior defense can get another stop. I mean, Red Mountain moved the ball pretty well last time until they had that 4th and 1 and couldn't get through.
So here we got 2 receivers to the right. We're in shotgun here. Dobson. It's going to be straight run. There. Oh, nice play there.
Good
Warriors
push.
stack them up.
Good push by that defensive front.
Yeah, I'm going to try to get the number for you here. I thought it was number 58 for the Warriors. Number 58 is Alex Lux, along with his friends, on that play.
There's a convo.
6', 250-pound Alex Lutz on the defensive line. That's going to be no gain on that play up the middle for Limbs. Bring up 2nd down and 10. And again, we go with 4 receivers in the formation, 2 on each side. Dobson's in shotgun. He takes the ball. It's a little fake. It's a handoff to Limbs. Again, not much running room. Well played by Westlake. And we're going to call it no gain again. We're going to be 3rd and 10.
That middle was making it tough for Red Mountain to get any kind of movement, up through the middle. Dubriel again helping out.
Reno Dubriel's quite a load there at
Yes.
the big junior linebacker. It's a 6', 220-pound junior. And we're going to go 3rd down and 10. Dobson in shotgun with 4 receivers. No tight end. He's back to pass. Oh, it's blitzed.
Oh.
Got big pressure up the middle. Ball's up. It's knocked away, but Dubriel on the pressure really stuck Dobson.
Ooh.
He was untouched right up the middle, and of course
he had to get rid of that quick.
Yes, he did. Still not a bad pass, actually.
No, actually, he was right on the money.
Broken up by number 24, Justin Paviculanen.
Okay, so it's a 3 and out for the Westlake defense, and now back deep for Westlake. Let's see the punt here. Oh, almost might have gotten a piece. It's going to take a bounce at the 40, take a Westlake bounce back to the 44, and be down right there. So Westlake's going to get pretty good field position, and that's, considering they had a little adversity there with the safety, it was a nice little defensive run there for the Westlake.
Well, I like that aggressive defensive stand coming with the blitz package on a 3rd down and really putting some pressure on that quarterback that time. And then, the defense really stepped up.
Okay, so we're going to see Malik Henry, and of course Westlake goes with the traditional spread formation with Henry in shotgun formation. He's back to pass. He surveys. He goes right. Got a lot of running room.
Oh, wow, there he goes.
He takes off. It's across midfield. He slides there for, I'm going to say, about a 10-yard gain, very close to the 1st down. So,
On the run, 2nd down and 1 for the Warriors from Red Mountain's 47.
so it looks like Henry's going to go under center now with the short 2nd down. It's going to be run up the middle. It's Harrison. He breaks 1. He gets across the 45. We're already in Mountain Lion territory, and that's going to be a 1st down Westlake. So what do you think it takes out of you now? We're going to obviously see Harrison play both ways in this kind of heat. And not going to take too many plays off. That's a lot to ask for the junior.
And, it's got to be sapping a lot of his energy.
All right, Henry is back to pass. He looks up. We got a little blitz out. The pass was intended to Isham. And a little pressure on the blitz from Seth Robinson, but the ball was not thrown well there by Henry.
It was extremely high. He had no chance of catching that one.
That'll bring up 2nd down and 10. Get some of the receivers there for Westlake. Number 15 is Andrew Sherwood. He's out to the right. Isham's in there. We're going under center. That's Isham. Handoff to Harrison. He stays on his feet. Broke a few tackles across the 40 and got, 5 or 6 tough yards.
That was a tough run, and he's not a big guy either.
We're going to see Dubriel in at running back here. Big load at 220. And we saw
Here
him
comes
last
the
year.
big guy, yeah.
So he's a load there at fullback, tailback, whatever you want to call it. We got 3rd down. Henry keeps it. He looks up. He throws it deep down the middle. It's up for bet. It's a jump ball. It intercepted. Probably should not have thrown that ball. It's intercepted by number 5, and that's Terrell Tyler, who we've seen on both sides of the ball.
Wow. Well, he was getting pressure from 2 men coming in at him, and it might have been a good idea just to either eat it or throw it away.
Yeah, that was, I guess you could call it as good as a punt, I guess. He threw it down the field. But, of course, when you threw 5 interceptions last week, the way you don't want to start the first quarter is throwing another pick.
Yes, and Benkert had something to say to him about that when he came off the field, too. And now I think the quarterback coach must be talking to him a little bit also.
All right, so we're going to Warriors got another chance to display their defense. Looks like we got a new quarterback in here, or maybe it's a running back under center. We're going to take a look here, but it's definitely not Dobson. Yeah, it's going to be a run there. Nothing there. The new quarterback is Caleb Murray Thomas.
Caleb Murray Thomas.
And that not much on that run play up the middle. Darian Limbs is not getting much. He's had maybe one good run. The rest he's had tough sledding.
Well, I think every time they tried to run the ball inside, it hasn't worked. He ran it in one side and popped on the outside and had a lot of running room. But
yeah, they're going to lose 2 yards on that running play and bring up 2nd down and 12. All right, so it's Caleb Murray Thomas is under center. He's got 2 running backs. Tight end moves in motion. 45 is the fullback. And it's a nice tackle. That's Limbs again, but that's broken up well by Savageau. And Savageau's already had a couple of nice tackles tonight.
Yeah, great cross blocking up front. Got the guy through the seam for a few more yards than he should have, but like you said, a great open field tackle again.
Yeah, it really only got 4 yards on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 8. We got a little, just inching into a minute left in the first quarter. Okay, this time we got Murray Thomas in shotgun formation. And again, they've switched quarterbacks, so we don't know if that's something that's normal for them or they were somehow displeased or an injury. It's a completed pass up the middle. It's going to be close. I think they're going to be a little short, but we'll see. The pass was complete to Scherfheim, and Dubriel was on the tackle, but it looks like we may need a measurement here. It's going to be very close to the 1st down.
You think the Red Mountain coaching staff has the same issues that Lane Kiffin is having over at SC, trying to see which quarterback he has?
I wish we had a little bit more history on this. It's something that's normal for them. Obviously, Dobson looked pretty good in the short amount of time we saw him, but it might be that they have a traditional alternating situation, or he may have got banged up somehow. We didn't know about it, or they may just be dissatisfied. I don't know.
Yeah, we have no idea yet, but I guess we'll find out as the game goes on and see who plays more and so forth.
That's going to be good for the 1st down as you hear the roar go up from the Red Mountain sideline. That was a big 3rd down pickup across the middle and a nice completion. And that's the first time we've seen Murray Thomas throw the ball. Okay, so Murray Thomas is going to be under center now. Looks like we got double tight ends, one on each side. We've got one receiver out to the right. This looks like a little play action pass. We're going to go deep down the sideline. Well covered by Harrison. We do have a penalty marker down.
Wow.
Not sure what the penalty. That looked like great coverage.
It did. I don't know about this one.
He was running Jalen Harrison stride for stride. It was intended for Sam Fink, number 18. We're going to check the penalty marker now. So they called defensive holding, so maybe a little too much use of the hands there, but at least from what we saw, he was stride for stride.
I'll say that's a horrible call. I'll just say it's a horrible call.
Right, all right.
It was great defense. That was just a horrible call. I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
And it's going to bring up a 1st down. The ball's going to sit at about the 33-yard line. But we did see Murray Thomas showed off a little bit of an arm there.
That was a nice arm.
We're going to go shotgun formation. He's back to pass. He takes a look. We got a little pressure up the middle. It's overthrown. Pass intended for Fink. It looked like Harrison on the coverage. But again, we did see a blitz there, number 5 for Westlake. Trenton Padilla came from his left cornerback spot on the blitz.
I like how they're being very aggressive with their defense. They're attacking that guy. They're not letting them. They're saying, hey, you're not going to sit back there all day long and just try to pick us apart.
All righty, so that'll bring up second down and 10. Again, the ball's at the 33. Caleb Murray-Thomas is in shotgun formation. It's going to be a run play. Up the middle is Limbs. Well stacked by the Warriors. We're going to give them 3 yards on the play. Little dive play up the middle.
Yeah, you're right, Coach. I mean, that size on the Red Mountain is pretty impressive, but looks like the quickness of the defensive front and the linebackers for Westlake is really having an effect on that inside running game.
Well, that's going to bring the end of the first quarter, and as we head into the second quarter here, it's Red Mountain Lions 2, Westlake Warriors 0.
Baseball score. Be back with the second inning.
We want to thank our 2013 sponsors, Fresh Brothers Pizza, T.O. Printing, and Lynn Martin at T.O. Printing, and of course Cronies Sports Grill. Thanks so much for sponsoring the broadcast. We also have Mike Tingus of Lee & Associates, Commercial Real Estate Services, Rusnak Motors, and of course the Canyon Club, one of the traditional Westlake football sponsors. So, end of the first quarter. John, let's hear your impressions.
Well, I really like how Westlake's defense really stepped up after that first series. That first series, Red Mountain just went down the field like it was pretty much at will. And then Westlake's defense stepped it up, got stops. Now, on the offensive end, we're looking at turnovers. Again, and, a young quarterback who I still love what I'm seeing from him as far as potential, scramble ability, his arm. But, again, it's just some of that decision-making that they're going to have to live and die with as he learns to grow into the position, which he will.
Yeah, I mean, we're used to having seen Westlake offense as a quick striking, pretty dominant force, and we just haven't seen that yet. So here we go on a big third down play. It's 3rd and 7. Murray-Thomas is back to pass. He scrambles a little bit. He's pressured from behind. Oh, it's a great catch and a great adjustment by the receiver. Driven out of bounds by Padilla, but that's a big third down completion. Nice little ad-lib by Murray-Thomas, and the pass complete to Jordan Dobbins. He's going to take the ball to the 47-yard line, 1st and 10.
He showed some nice escapability on that one. I thought they had him in the backfield.
So there's no running backs now on the it's a little screen play out to the right. It's going to pick up 3 or 4 yards. That pass was complete. I'm going to say number 32. That's Scherfheim. And they're going to go hurry up here in the shotgun. They're going no huddle. See if they can wear out the Westlake defense. It'll be 2nd down and 6. And same play.
Exactly.
Same play. You got 3 or 4 more. Maybe a fumble. No, the ref's going to call the ball down. So Scherfheim getting good work over on the right side. So we have a 3rd down and about 2.5 yards. They need to get to the Westlake 43 for the 1st down. I'm going to call it 2.5. I got the 3 receivers out there again. Let's see if they run the play again. 3's a charm. No, they faked it. He's getting pressure. And he's brought down by the ankles. And he might be hurt there. He might have got bent a little backwards. So we're going to check the injury there on the quarterback. And it looked like the guy that sacked him is also down. So multiple injuries here. We've got timeout on the field. But it was a big, almost a coverage sack there. You can see what they were looking to do. They were looking to fake the same play and then go long down the sideline.
Yeah, they wanted to dink him, bring those corners up so he can try for a deep strike.
It looked like, I don't want to speculate because I'm not a doctor, but it looked like Caleb Murray-Thomas kind of got bent backwards. Might be an ankle or a knee.
Yeah, it's kind of awkward.
Maybe a hyperextension, something like that. Not sure what happened to the Westlake player.
Well, it's interesting to see that Westlake player grabbed him by his ankles and took him down. And, it's like he didn't even try to get up at all.
So we have a couple more sponsors to thank here. You can check your screen, but really good thanks to Coors Insurance and Financial Services of the Farmers Insurance Group, Wood Ranch Bar and Grill, of course, Pinkberry, and Chick-fil-A. Again, thanks to our 2013 sponsors.
Oh, I'll be over there in a little bit, Chick-fil-A, for that number 3.
Yeah.
With,
Chick-fil-A, if you drive by Chick-fil-A after a Westlake High School football game, it is a crowded scene, that's for sure.
Yes.
Actually, after a basketball game, too.
After a basketball game. Half of them were lying behind me.
You know that we live in the suburbs when there's only a few things that are open at 10 o'clock. You can get a quick bite to eat.
Yeah.
So the medical staffs of each team are still on the field. It's very rare when you see 2 players from opposite teams. Basically, they're 5 feet apart on their injuries. They got injured on the same play.
Yeah. And both involved in the play.
So Dr. Blatt, the trainer for Westlake, and of course Dr. Blatt, the 20-year trainer for Westlake football, does a great job. Looks like Dr. Doms is out there too for Westlake. If I didn't see that far,
they're bringing out a couple bigs for Red Mountain.
Well, it's
to help
interesting
their play
because
on the field.
Again, it looks like they'll probably have to go back to their first-string quarterback.
Yeah.
Because he's not moving easily. That's again number 22.
Yeah.
Caleb Murray Thomas, who looks.
When you get carried off like that,
I'm going to say right ankle, right knee, definitely the right leg.
You get carried off like that, it's really not.
It's gingerly for sure. He's not putting very little weight on his right side.
They had to bring a couple of the bigs to come help him get off the field.
Yeah. The Westlake player is looks like number 49, and that's Jake Montoya. It was a great sack by Montoya, but not sure what happened. Maybe got his bell rung a little bit. He was down low on the ground there, and he grabbed Murray Thomas by the ankles and wouldn't let go.
Held on for dear life.
Yeah, it's one way to get a sack. Okay, so we're going to see Red Mountain here in punt formation. Back deep is Kusha, and looks like
the playmaker.
Bocelli.
Yeah, the playmaker's back there.
So we got Jesse Kusha and Andre Bocelli back deep for Westlake.
Both actually are very, very good punt returners.
And here's the snap. The kick is a low line drive. It's going to go on one hop to Bocelli. He breaks one. It's a nice block.
Playmaker's got it.
Bocelli's in the open field.
Got it.
He's across all the way to midfield. All the way to midfield. Andre Bocelli, low line drive punt. Picked up one very nice block and went down the right sideline all the way to midfield.
I'm telling you, Coach, when I saw him play for the JVs last year against Lucerna, he took 5 punt returns back to the house. Finally, the coaches just felt sorry for Lucerna, just told him to take a knee on the last one.
Okay, so we're going to see. I mean, I don't even think we've had a first down, have we?
I don't think we
Maybe one, not many. So we're looking for Westlake to get the ball moving here. Malik Henry under center. It's a handoff. Harrison breaks one. He's up through the middle, across the 45. Nice, we're going to call 6-yard gain.
Yeah.
Jalen Harrison, the junior tailback.
That is nice for somebody who is probably very new to this position since we have not seen him play this before.
And now you're going to see Dubrail replacing Harrison. We're going to go a little thunder and lightning.
Oh, here we go.
So it looks like they're going more traditional under center now. And it's going to be a little pitch back to Reno.
Oh, there he goes.
He's got a little head of steam. And that's going to be a first down Westlake on a nice 7-8 gain by Reno Dubrail. Again, he's a loaded 220.
I get scared when he starts running. When I feel like, woo, here he comes. John Riggins reinvented.
So it looks like they're just going to try to grind it out a little bit, give the quarterback a little confidence. Because normally you would see Westlake in spread formation, always out of the shotgun. But the last 3 plays they've been under center. And it's going to be Debriel again. And he's stacked up after about a 3-yard gain. So Reno Dubriel, they're going with the big, I almost want to call him a fullback, but I guess he's playing tailback.
What was that running back for Stanford they had a few years ago? The one from Norco who was Tony Gerhardt.
Toby Gerhardt.
Toby Gerhardt. That's who he
Played,
reminds
with the
me
Minnesota
of.
Vikings
Yes.
now. All right, we're in shotgun. Henry's back to pass. It's complete.
Very nice.
To Bocelli. Nice quick hitter. Good for the first down. Down to the 26-yard line. 1st and 10 Westlake, and we got a little action here now for Westlake.
You know, not only good for a first down, I think good for his confidence, good for his teammates' confidence in him, you know, and his coach's confidence.
So we got the new tailback is number 27 for Westlake, but I don't have 27 on my roster, so I'm going to have to check that for you guys. And there it is, the tailback right up the middle. He's stacked up pretty early. That was not Dubriel on the run. There, it's number 27. Might be, with all their injuries, might be somebody up from the JV squad. But it's going to be a gain of 1. Bring up 2nd down and 9. We've got Harrison back in the game at tailback. And Henry's going to continue to go under center, which normally means a run play for Westlake when the quarterback is under center. And it is. It's well played. Harrison breaks one. He breaks another. Could have been a lot worse. But we're going to give Jalen a gain of about a yard. Bring up 3rd down and 8.
He got that on pure athleticism right there. Yeah, 20. You're right. 27 must be a call-up. He doesn't even have a number on. A name on the back of his jersey.
No, we'll try to talk to the coaches and see if we can't get a personnel decision on 27. Okay, big 3rd down. We got a shotgun formation. Henry's got it. He looks back. He's got a little bit of time. He surveys. It's complete. It's Bocelli again. Little comeback route. Good for the first down. Nice little pitch and catch from Henry to Bocelli.
We'll throw it to the playmaker.
So it's a nice little drive put together. Started with a nice punt return by Bocelli.
Yes.
A couple first downs to Bocelli. He's definitely been the main guy. A couple nice runs by Harrison and Dubriel. And the ball sits inside the 15. We got 2 tight ends. I'm sorry, 1 tight end to the right. It's going to be a pitch to Harrison. Got a little room on the right, but it's well stacked up by Red Mountain. Probably maybe 2 or 3 by Harrison.
Yeah. But again, you're right. We're starting to see some momentum with the offense as far as moving the ball.
Well, they're really looking for an identity, and most of the time their identity's been, we're going to spread you out, we're going to quick hit you, we're going to go no huddle. But if that's not working, you got to give the coaching staff credit to have something else in the arsenal. There's Henry. He's looking to pass over the middle. It's picked off. It's another interception.
Wow.
It's well played by the defensive back. That's number 24 for Red Mountain, Anthony Lopez. And it's unfortunately the same old story for Westlake offense.
Turnover.
And the Red Mountain's going to take over on their own 25. So the long drive nets you no points. And the players are consoling Malik Henry on the sideline. Very upsetting.
I like to see that. I really like to see that. I mean, that's you know he's having a tough time right now with the interceptions, and to see his teammates come to hey, you know what? We're with you. We're coming. Hey, just stay with us. We're with you.
Inside handoff there to number 9. He breaks it up the middle. Fumble. What? They're going to call him down though. Very close. We're going to give him 6 yards. The Westlake coaching staff is not happy with the. They thought it was a fumble. Put it that way.
Yeah.
So back at quarterback for Red Mountain is back to Brennan Dobson. He's under center. Got 1 tailback, double tight ends. It's a little pitch back to Limbs. Doesn't get much. He's well stacked up. He got about a yard.
Again, Coach, since that first series, we've seen
good
the
gang
defense.
tackling.
Yeah, they've really, they're swarming to the ball. Dubriel again. We're hearing that name quite often.
Yes. So it's going to be 3rd down and 3. And I'm trying to look at the Red Mountain sideline and see what we can see anything from Caleb Murray-Thomas.
Well, if you can see past those 250 players they have over there.
Yeah, it's true. All right, big 3rd down. Ball's at the 32. And again, they're going to pitch it back. We got a new tailback here. Looks like he's going to be a little short. Oh, I don't know. Got a good mark. That was number 7, Alex Sepulveda, new tailback. I think he's going to get a 1st down here. Very close. They're going to call for the measurement. Oh, they're going to give him the 1st down. So, advantageous mark from the referee on Sepulveda's run. Dobson is in shotgun. He got 3 receivers on the right side. We got timeout. It looks like a timeout from Red Mountain. And that's their first timeout of the half. 2 remaining for each team. So we had a low-scoring affair with 4 minutes, 58 seconds remaining. It's Red Mountain 2, Westlake 0.
Baseball score.
Not accustomed to seeing a 2-0 score at a Westlake football game.
No.
Well, some of the Westlake players you want to see over the weekend playing college football. If you're going to see Colorado, Nelson Spruce and Justin Solis are part of that Buffalo team. Cody Tuttle's up at Nevada. Nick Isham is at Arizona. I'm sure there's others right around.
I heard Spruce had a very, very good game last week. Quite a few receptions, a lot of yards.
Shotgun formation. It's 1st and 10. Ball's at the 35. There's Dobson. He's back to pass. He's got plenty of time. Little comeback route in and out of the hands of number 18. That's Sam Fink. James, it looked like maybe Jalen Harrison was on the coverage there.
I don't think he would have got a lot of yards even if he had caught the ball. Harrison was right there.
So it's going to be 2nd down and 10. Again, it's Sepulveda now at the tailback. And Dobson in shotgun. That's number 9 in motion. Fake the handoff. He's going on the overthrown. It's well covered by Savageau.
He got some pressure from number 49 who put him on his wallet as he let go of that ball.
That was Jake Montoya, so he's back in the game healthy again, which is nice to see after his injury.
He put that quarterback out. Yeah, it is nice to see him back in the game.
So it's 3rd down and 10. We'll see what they pull out of the playbook here on 3rd down and 10. Dobson's in shotgun. Like might be changing the play. It's back to pass. It's a blitz. Got well covered. He's hit as he's throwing. It's overthrown. Number 5 on the Padilla on the pressure coming from the corner. Intended for Dobbins, but that's good. Again, good blitz pressure by the Westlake defense.
Attack style defense of the Westlake Warriors. I mean, they're really being aggressive going after the quarterback. Seems like in the first series he sat back there at will, and now they're saying, okay, you know what? We're going to come after you. We're going to make you play.
All right, so Scherfheim's in punt formation. Back deep for Westlake is Bocelli and Kusha.
Uh-oh.
Here's the snap back. The punt is up. Again, it's a nice long punt. Really nice punt. Goes out of bounds about the 12-yard line. So that's a quality punt. Let's say about a 47-yard punt.
That was a nice punt.
So we got 4 minutes and 35 seconds remaining in the half. We got to get some points on the scoreboard here. So if we can manage to move down the field without turning the ball over, seems to be the key. Looks like Tommy Gonzalez, coach. So they made the change. They made the quarterback change, and it's an opportunity for the senior, who's really been patient waiting for his opportunity.
Yes.
It's a bad snap. He's sacked. So on the first play, you get a bad snap. Wasn't able to hang on. Pushes him back inside the 5-yard line.
You know, and
Not the way to start.
sometimes you want to say when you have a quarterback change, there could be some timing issues with the center, but I don't know if that was one of them, Coach.
Looked like not a great snap, but looked like it might have been catchable. I don't know. I need to almost see a replay there. But Gonzalez is in shotgun formation. He's got both feet in his own end zone. He's another high snap. He's back to pass. He throws surveys over the middle, complete. Nice gun. So definitely more of a pocket passer.
Yeah.
But that's Cole Hare over the middle for the completion.
That was a beautifully thrown ball. And he waited until the last minute to release that ball.
Thinking maybe another safety there.
Yeah. Sack and safety was coming.
So Gonzalez slung it well on that one. And he's back again in shotgun. He's going to go back to pass again. He surveys, throws it out here. It's overthrown. That was intended for Andrew Sherwood. But maybe a few jitters there. But he's going to try to get some rhythm going here. We'll try to get a visual on, see if we can get a visual on Malik Henry on the sideline, Coach.
Yeah, I saw him sitting over there with close to the quarterback, Coach, and he's just standing there, surveying everything, mostly with his hands on his hips.
There's Gonzalez. He's passing again. It's complete. It's Michelli. It's about 8 yards. They found something over there on that left side to Michelli.
Yeah.
Got a big cushion over there with respecting his speed. So you can see Malik Henry getting some consultation. He seems to be showing a good attitude, standing right behind Coach Benkert.
Yeah.
It's going to be 3rd down and 1. There's Gonzalez. He's going to keep it himself. Good for the first down. He breaks one. Gonzalez is a load. He gets close to midfield.
And that's not really his game, but he shows some nifty feet on that.
Well, you got to remember, he's 6'2", 205 pounds. I mean, he's not a lightweight.
Yeah, he's a big kid.
But good for the first down, and the clock is running just under 3 minutes remaining in the half. Like to get some points on the board going in and get a little momentum going. That's Cole Hare in motion. Tommy Gonzalez in shotgun formation. He's back to pass, gets some pressure. It's passed up the middle. Well defended by number 32. That's Shervheim, who got a mid on it in midair and knocked it away.
Yes, great defensive play.
That pass was intended for Kusha, right down the middle.
Also reminded me of that play Raheem Moore tried against, Baltimore last year. Raheem Moore didn't make the play.
Well, it was nice to see Raheem Moore redeem himself last night.
That was great to see.
Here's Gonzalez. He scrambles. He goes left. He throws it behind the receiver, intended for Pacelli, but he scrambled a little to the left and then threw across his body, incomplete.
Yeah, and going back to the Raheem Moore thing, I was just, mentioning that kid just made the play on it. 1 or 2 inches more, and he's in the same situation as Raheem Moore. Right. Raheem Moore tries to be aggressive and make a play, and you see what happens. It's a game of inches.
Okay, big 3rd down and 10. Let's see if Red Mountain calls up a blitz here. They are blitzing the linebacker blitzes.
He threw it the wrong way.
It looked like some miscommunication. Yes. The receiver looked over the wrong shoulder, or was thrown to the wrong shoulder. We don't know which. But it's going to bring up 4th down, and the Warriors are going to have to punt with about 2.5 minutes left in the half.
It's interesting because it's like little flickers of life from the offense, and then all of a sudden a burnout.
Yes. All right, so we're going to see the Westlake punter, Chasen Brown, in punt formation. Again, just to remind you, last week we did see a really nice fake punt by the Warriors special teams. Here's Brown. One has already been blocked. Oh, it's a nice high punt.
Beautiful.
And it's going to take a Westlake bounce all the way down.
Oh, I can't believe
covered there. I don't know why he did that.
Yeah, I can't believe he went over there.
Go all the way down to the 7-yard line.
I bet you he's going to have a nice conversation with his special teams coach when he gets back to the
stay
sideline.
away. Why take a chance? Doesn't make
Look,
sense.
I don't even know if he's going to. The coach is looking at him. Yeah, they're looking for him. You never know. The ball hits him in the knee, and Westlake recovers. And next thing you know, great field position.
Okay, so we'll see. Red Mountain's got enough time to drive down the field. There's over 2 minutes left in the half, so we'll see how they want to approach the end of the half. If they're satisfied, going to go in with a 2-0 lead, or they're going to try to put some more points on the scoreboard. There's Dobson is back at quarterback. He's under center. He fakes. Oh, good pressure.
Wow.
He missed the sack. They're going deep. It's
Great
intercepted.
play.
Great play by number 24. That's Fabiculanen.
Wow.
Fabiculanen on a great play.
Wow.
It's really funny because you thought that maybe there was a sack there or a potential safety. He gets squirts away just to have a great play by Fabiculanen. And Westlake will take over on their 48, and they got an opportunity now with 2 minutes and 14 seconds left.
Some points on the board.
We're going to see Gonzalez back at quarterback again. There's Harrison on the handout. He's got a little room. He breaks one, stays on his feet. We're going to give him 6 yards.
Some nifty running by Harrison.
So Westlake going hurry up. It's just under 2 minutes. It's 1:55 on the clock. 2nd down and 4 after that 6-yard run by Jalen Harrison. There's Gonzalez again. It's Harrison again. Not much there. It's just interesting that Westlake has gone fairly conservative here.
Yeah, it's an interesting play call.
And they do have 2 timeouts remaining, but the clock continues to run. And it's a 3rd down and 4. See if they go back to it's overthrown. Pass intended for Hare. It's funny because Isham was wide open on the left-hand side.
Open.
But they're going to go back to the punter.
Of course, I also remember last week when they were pushing the ball downfield in a 2-minute offense, and next thing you know, interception return for a touchdown.
Right. And I think it almost seems like Benkert wants to get in the locker room and regroup.
Exactly.
Maybe go back to Henry. I don't know. But, only being down 2-0 with them not really playing their best offensive football.
Well, Henry's been in constant consultation with, it looks like, probably the quarterback coach ever since he's been out.
Coach Rothschiller, it looks like.
Yes. And he's been, basically tied to his hip since he came out. Banker's even gone over there a couple times and talked to him. Now, Lord knows what he's been saying, but.
Well, listen, it's sports is like anything. You're going to get knocked down, but make sure you get up. And so there's some adversity here with 7 interceptions in the last 2 games, but it's going to really see what the young man is made of because, it's a game of confidence. And especially when you touch the ball as much as the quarterback touches it, you can't play apprehensive. You got to forget about the last play and look forward to the next one.
You have to have a short memory. You got to have a very short memory. And again, like with the coach at his hip, these are teaching moments. It's a school of hard knocks, but it's a teaching moment. And like you said, you can't. If you're knocked down, you got to get up.
So we're going to see Brown in punt formation. They don't even have a man deep, so maybe they're smelling out a fake here. I don't know, but there's nobody deep for Red Mountain. Here's the punt. It's straight up down the middle. It's going to take a bounce at about the 12-yard line and go out of bounds at about the 7 or 8.
Yeah.
So it's, again, a nice punt by Chasen Brown.
Another good punt.
We have 1:07 left in the half. So I would think that they're going to be fairly conservative here and be fairly content to go in with a 2-0
It looks
lead.
like both coaches are thinking the same thing. Let's just get in at halftime, make our adjustments, and come out in the second half and see what we can do.
So we get your halftime facility. You know, Red Mountain not only brought a lot of football players, they brought a lot of cheerleaders too. This is a big, you know, I don't want to see their travel hotel bill or whatever, but they brought a lot of people on this excursion. Okay, so under center is Dobson. Looks like they are going to go because they're a little almost had a little confusion on the handoff. It's going to go up the middle. Little gain, not much. Clock is running at 55.
We probably have one more play and go into the half.
Yeah, it's a short 2-yard gain for Sepulveda on that play.
2-yard gain for Red Mountain. 2nd and 8 from their own 10.
But you still want to play. You don't want to go, you know,
Hey,
take a play
you never
off.
know. You could have a break one loose. You could have a fumble. There's lots of things that happen in a football game. There's a miss.
Exactly.
There you go.
There it is.
There you go. Now it'll be interesting to see if Westlake takes a timeout, and they
Yeah.
do. Bankert's on that right away because that ball's all the way down to the 2-yard line.
We just talked about it, too.
Yeah.
You can't, you never know.
So Westlake has one more timeout remaining, and if they can stack them up here and take a quick timeout, you got a guy like Pacelli as a punt returner,
Yes.
and Kusha, you know, the opportunity might be there. They also have obviously a great field goal kicker, so there's lots of things that can happen in a 20-second span here in the
Especially when
game
you
of
have
football.
dangerous guys, like you said, you have dangerous playmakers like Westlake has, and their special teams. Anything can happen.
So my hunch would be that Red Mountain's going to try to make a running play here just so the clock will run, and Westlake will have to exhaust their last time out of the half to stop the clock, and then it will be all about the punt return.
Yeah. Well, we've actually filled out the bleachers now,
Yeah,
Coach.
it's a typical late arriving Westlake crowd, and looks like we got a full house here. So far they haven't been able to see much as far as offensive football, but it's been an entertaining defensive battle between Red Mountain and Westlake.
3rd down and 15 for Red Mountain from their own 3.
So now they're at their 3-yard line, and it'd be interesting here with a 3rd and 15. Are they going to take a chance to throw the ball, or are they going to stay with the ground game? There's a motion man. They're going to stay on the ground. It's Sepulveda.
Ooh.
He's hit well, and Benkert takes a timeout. So they lost 5 seconds on the 3rd down play, and now they're going to have to punt out of their own end zone.
Hey, anything can happen.
So really
Bad snap, anything.
quality, good clock management by Coach Benkert there, really recognizing as soon as that snap was fumbled, he was right on the timeout, didn't waste any time, which is why you keep your timeouts. And now they don't have any, but it'll be interesting to see, first of all, if Westlake dials up an attempt to block
I
the
was
punt.
just about to say, do they try to block this punt?
And, maybe if I'm Red Mountain, I just may punt the ball out of bounds and not give the punt return team for Westlake the opportunity to they've seen Bocelli and
Obviously, they've seen film of him, and they know what he can do, and they've already seen what he can do on one of his returns. And the question is, like you said, do they stack the line of scrimmage and go after the punter?
Yeah. The ball sits at the 3-yard line. There's no gain on that last running play. Looks like the punter.
We got one man back.
Yeah, this will be interesting here. They got a big protection scheme. He gets it up, he gets it off, and he's going straight out of bounds, Coach. Oh, no. He's going to take a roll. I don't know what he's doing.
I'm surprised Bocelli didn't take it.
I don't know what he's doing, but they're going to let it roll. They're going to let the clock run.
I'm surprised Bocelli didn't pick that up.
Not a smart play.
Look, the special teams coach is not happy.
I mean, he had an opportunity to field that ball. They didn't have any guys out wide to run down. Everybody was in protecting the punter, and that's an opportunity to pick that up and get, maybe to the 40-yard line. And now it's only 1 second, so we got to have a Hail Mary here.
And the special teams coach called Bocelli straight over to talk to him about that.
And I think sometimes you don't realize that the clock is running.
Yeah.
You know, while that ball's rolling, the clock is moving, and you know, precious seconds rolled off the clock, and we're going to see probably a Hail Mary here from Gonzalez. We'll take a look. It's a running play, very conservative. Harrison breaks one, and he's out to the 45-yard line. So it's an 11-yard gain for nothing, and that's going to bring up halftime. Okay, so we're going to thank some of our sponsors. Going in for halftime, it's Red Mountain 2, Westlake 0. We'd like to thank the Westlake Warrior Football Alumni Club. We'd like to thank the Westlake High School Football Booster Club, Conejo TV, the Marmonte League Sports Report, Fresh Brothers Pizza, T.O. Printing with Lynn Martin over at T.O. Printing, Cronies Sports Grill, Mike Tingus of Lee & Associates, Commercial Real Estate Services, Rusnak Motors, the Canyon Club, Coors Insurance and Financial Services of the Farmers Insurance Group, Wood Ranch, Pinkberry, and, of course, Chick-fil-A. Thank you very much. Enjoy the halftime festivities. We'll see you for the start of the second half.